third and nearly the fourth. We'll finish the session with the King of Africa, Nigeria's own Quadri Aruna versus Truls Moregard, recently a world number 2. But now we get into the mixed doubles. It's Slovakia versus China, Kuki and Lubo versus Wang Chuqin and Sun Yingsha.
Mixed doubles action coming in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smash.
From Slovak Republic, Lubomir Pistej and Tatiana Kukulkova. From China, Wang Chuqin and Sun Yingsha.
Looking fresh as ever, the captains. Officially now, the first time calling a match for Wang Chuqin since he has been labeled the captain, the first captain of Team China on the men's side since Ma Long, even in his quiet retirement. It always felt that way, but now it's official, which is quite a statement. So, the most dominant pair in this event over the years, Sun Yingsha and Wang Chuqin, battling against a pair who've done quite well for Slovak Republic. It'll be a best-of-5 battle. Bashka on the bench. Another player who's done wonderfully for Slovakia over the years. It's unusual to see her hair down, but she's not playing, so free to do it. Here's a look at the tail of the table here. 42 years old, Lubomir Pistej, further known as Lubo, and Tatiana Kukulkova, who will be called Kuki for the rest of this match for the most part, battling against Shasha, the world number 1, and Wang Chuqin Lionheart, the world number 1 in his discipline as singles. Ronald Mugwanya, always good to see. Fresh haircut, fresh frames. He'll be taking care of the coin toss. I will tell you, Lubo Pistej is a fascinating player. If you've been watching table tennis over the years, you just can't wait to see what he's gonna pull out. From snakes to lobs to flat hits to serves when the other player isn't at the table, he'll do anything.
Please.
And it's hilarious. I could say a lot about these pairs, what they have in common and what they don't, but I think we'll let you discover that for yourself. Coin toss time as the upper seeds come up for the coin toss with Ronald Mugwanya.
Good match. Red or black? Red for Slovakia. You win the toss, you receive. Which side serving from? Okay, who is serving first? Kukulkova will serve first, and soon will receive.
Well, there you have it. The table has been set. They took the red from Team China on the coin, and Team China wins the coin toss, a leaning racket reveal. I'm Adam Bobrow, and alongside me, a 4-time U.S. national champion, Olympian, one of the best backhands the United States has ever seen, Jimmy Butler. Welcome back, Jimmy.
Adam, great to be with you here today, and how exciting to have 2 world number 1s playing together in this mixed doubles match.
Well, I would say more exciting than you could possibly understand if you're not exposed to Chinese social media or anywhere in East Asia. We'll have time to talk about that, but these 2 players right here have brought more to the game than any players in modern history. Not everybody gets a drone show for their birthday with hundreds of thousands of people in the streets. But speaking of hundreds of thousands, we've got more than 10 times that. We've got 1.55 million prize money. We've got 2,000 to the champions. And we've got a 2 right-handed pair on the Slovakian side versus a righty-lefty combo. What are you looking forward to most in this?
Well, if you're the Chinese team, you just want to try to find somewhere close to your A game and keep the pressure on your opponents. They are very good at doing that. They don't need to do too much, just keep the unforced errors to a minimum.
Look at the fans here. Why Super Mario? Because Sun Yingsha likes Super Mario. Interestingly enough, they both have plenty of quirks, from brand names, modeling and whatnot for Wang Chuqin. I mean, you can see them everywhere in China, but on this side, keep your eyes on Lubomir Pistej, and similarly, Kuki. Look over here at the fans once again that fill the arena, and the fan vote. Okay, we've seen one-sided votes before, but double-digit to single-digit, 94-6. Slovakia, jump in there. Everyone, no matter where you're from, you can cast your votes. Wow, we've got One Piece. We've got Mario. What's the sleeve, the towel around the camera? Man, this is incognito mode here for some Mario One Piece photography.
Well, Adam, I've never seen a fan vote that lopsided. Tell me, have you seen one greater than that in your experience?
That's a great question. I feel like that's got to be one of the top 2 or 3 I've ever seen. It's possible that I never have seen one that one-sided.
Well, take a look at the screen. I've never seen a towel that big. Look at Sun's towel. I mean, I think she wins the award for biggest towel out there that I've seen.
Well, you know,
partner's pretty big too, though.
It's Southern California. You got to be ready to go to the beach at any time.
Nicely folded, though.
Thanks. I didn't know if you meant the towel or the last sentence. Ma Long always did the same
First
thing,
game,
hotel shower towels.
Kukulkova to serve. Love all.
So Kuki's going to start it off with the serve in doubles, alternating shots. Serves from the right side on the diagonal. Cryptic signaling from both pairs under the table.
Love one.
Boy, you hear the feet shuffling like you're at a horse track out there. Doubles, 4 players out there. You could really hear the shuffling of the feet as this first point started.
Now, what we just saw there, you'd have to see again. It looked like a strawberry out of nowhere. The point before, the body language from Lubo Pistej to me was almost as if to say, you'll have to shuffle your feet more. I need a little space.
2-1.
2 right-handed players will have to share the space in a less comfortable positioning. That's why if you have the resources to do it, a righty-lefty combo is convenient.
Let's watch the receive of Pistej here. Interesting to see how he tries to shut down Wang. Not easy to do. I always enjoy watching these athletes and just kind of seeing what they're trying to do to shut down a player like Wang. Now he's got the serve.
1-4.
Well, she does right to check her racket because the table's not going to be damaged. By the way, short pips on the backhand of Kuki.
Let 1-4.
Which means she'll play the ball with less spin, a little bit more speed, often flatter shots.
Let 1-4.
No spin serve coming up. No.
Let.
He's got a different signal than I do. He fooled me.
They've evolved. They realize that people are watching and spying like you. They're like, we don't want any commentators calling our next move.
Let's see what one finger down is. There's a heavy underspin.
TTR, he's going to call it. You can, there's a really easy, let's just Google this. Not possible.
Wow.
It'd be so funny if after saying that, it is possible.
Yeah, he's got pressure on him on this TTR after saying that.
That's hilarious. The umpires are right about this call more than anything. They have data on this more than any other call. Oh man, it's got to be over 30.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, by a long shot.
Not possible.
Wow.
Quote of the day.
Yes. Man, he's going to be alive for a long time, and he said someone, but how can you shake your head at that? Except for embarrassment, really. I love Lubo Pistej, and I will continue to love him and watching this match, but that's hilarious.
He's got good sales skills. He'll sell it no matter what.
5-2.
Not possible. Fascinating. 36 degrees plus says, well, au contraire, mon frère. But a good response to that.
Sure was. Oh, that's a great receive there.
I know we've all gotten in an argument with someone where it's like, well, we could just look it up. That's what TTR just did. Serve with the short pips. She turned it around to serve with the black side of the racket and then twiddled. That is a very unusual thing to do, but that's what's called for against someone so strong.
Yeah, and got her to pop it up. Popped up that receive.
6-4.
But not that time, Adam.
Good adjustment. Shasha's been world #1 for well over 3 years for a good reason now. She learns incredibly quickly.
7-4.
That time, Pistej jamming that receive short to the middle of Wang. Got Wang to just push it. That's about as good as you can do, Adam. Get him to push the ball and then get into the rally. Let's watch again. Short receive to the middle. Got him to push it. And a nice finish.
7.
Yeah, good job of staying close to the table. Kuki right there for the angle. Short, shallow spin. Lubo goes wide with the heavy side spin. The wrist obviously has some muscle around it, but it feels like with his flexibility, he's had his wrist surgically removed. Lubo Pistej.
6-7.
Another good example of the deception that he can bring. We've seen it in his receive game, and they're on his serve game. This is a tight ball game. 6-7.
Oh, 2 in a row. Impressive. Getting Wang to miss 2 of your serves. You've done something. One of the best receivers in the game, Adam.
This is crazy momentum. 6 of the last 8 points now for the Slovakian pair. These are the chances that he has to take. It's what got them to come back. If you play anything traditional, Sun Yingsha and Wang Chuqin will have an answer.
Oh.
7-9.
So a good service combination there from the Chinese pair, the 4th seeds.
That's just too good. That was a nice step around. Got a lot of force on that shot to the wide forehand of Wang, and then Wang does that.
Yeah, barely backs up. Lionheart holding his ground, and it's 3 game points. They take it on the first time of asking. A bit of a roller coaster, a bit of back and forth, but 11-7. Sun Yingsha and Wang Chuqin pull back the reins, take control, and do what they do. Whose nation? Domination. Sun Yingsha, Wang Chuqin take the first. Best of 5, game 2 to follow with Slovak Republic and China. Week 27, we just turned from 26, and you can look at the newest world rankings in mixed doubles, currently world ranked number 5. Lionheart, Wang Chuqin, and Baby Buddha, Sun Yingsha. Well, 46 in the world. That's where the Slovakians are. They moved up 2 since last week. Im Jong-hoon and Shin Yubin at the top of the food chain. Lin Shidong and Kwai Man, the top Chinese pair. A young pair of righty-lefty superstars. It's going to say future. They're already there. But the captains of the team are at the table now.
Soon to serve, Love Mo.
Back for game 2. Shasha to start it off. Good push here.
One thing I've noticed, Adam, so far in this match, Pistej really taking a lot of risk on his shots, really trying to get a lot of power. And he's going to miss some, but he's really trying to force the issue and pressure Team China. Can't do much with when you're reduced to a blocker, which he was there. But yeah, taking a lot of risks and really trying to put pressure on his opponents.
He's not afraid of risk. He's sort of a nothing is impossible type of guy, except for a serve being more than 30 degrees off of vertical. That's impossible.
And there There's the receive game we talked about in the first game. You know, I said he has some of the best receives in the game. I actually believe he does have the best receives in the game. I shortchanged him, Adam. I'm calling it right now, the best receives in the game, Wang.
In all fairness, you're looking at a player who's head and shoulders above the rest right now, who's just got a giant gorge between him and world number 2, 3, 4, and 5. He's the captain for a reason.
2-4.
Nice looking rally there, Adam. One of the longer rallies of the match as we look at it again.
Yeah, the quality in the shots. It's funny, both Swinging Sha and Wang Chuqin hold that same role on both sides of the food chain. They're just ahead and class above the rest. But right now we're seeing a lot more wrist action from Wang Chuqin.
And there's that wrist I'm talking about. If he's playing singles, he's not going to go for that kind of wrist normally, but he's in doubles. He knows he has to come up with something special because of his opponents. That was a good example right there. And that was great defensive block there on the wide angled backhand. Watch this defense right here from Pistej. Look at that angle.
Yeah, he took a lot of time away from Sha there, taking that way out in front right off the bounce. Oh, the underspin snake. I love it. Scoops puts back and side spin on it. At least that's how it appeared. Yep, look at this. That's backspin. And a little bit of side. Sha, man, she knows the game. That risk you talk about, it's funny, even in singles, and it's true, he turns up the risk factor here because he only can touch the ball half as often. But he just plays one of the most mind-crushing games you've ever seen.
Let 4-6.
Some encouragement from Bashka on the bench.
5-6.
Even the way he covers with that backhand for the block, it's almost as if he has ante there, like he's going to take all the pace off it, and suddenly it's a one-point ball game again.
Yeah, and Wang thought that was going short, but the serve went half long. That's what threw him off there, and he missed it off the end of the table.
7-5.
And that's one Pistej wishes he had back because that's a shot he normally makes. Let's watch it here. Watch this ball. That's a pretty good shot, though, right there. He kept that ball low to the net, but he knows he's got to make those kind of shots for them to have a chance to win these kind of games.
Good parallel here as Wang Chuqin comes back. I think you painted a nice picture. This is what the reality is when you're 46 in the world playing, well, the most dominant pair in the last handful of years.
Let's 8-5.
You have to take chances, play some high-risk shots, and hope that you make a very high percentage.
5-9.
That gives you the idea of the, watch Wang's power. He's halfway back from the table and still gets that much force on it.
5-10.
And now pressure to the wide forehand, stretching out Kuki. It's 5 game points for the world number ones in single.
10-6.
So 1 game point saved here. Variation in the pushing game. If anything, that unpredictability factor in Lubo makes him quite tough to deal with. And there it is, the spin comes in, Sha controls, and Kuki carries long. 2-0, Sun Sha and Wang Chuqin are 1 game away from the round of, wow, the round of 8, the quarterfinals. It's already the round of 16. Good time to be alive. Wang Hao for conversation and hydration and back for game 3. So, the Europe Smash is coming up soon. It's just around the corner. Tickets are on sale. By the way, Truls Morgaard, the winner of last year's Europe Smash, is coming up next. You'll have a chance to see him. Well, you'll see him quite soon. Felix Lebrun, Sun Sha, Sabina Winter. Last year was incredible. That's why it's already back in Malmö. You won't want to miss it. Get those tickets quickly.
她懂女孩，她女孩这下她那个好像那白手基本上有拉中间直线这些。对，看看。
Third game, Kukulkova to serve. Love all.
Players back to the table for game number 3. It's a must-win for the Slovakian pair. So what do you think the Slovakians are going to have to do differently, Jimmy?
Well, it's almost a mission impossible, this match. But right there's their best chance, is if Pistej can get some of those zingers in and pressure the Chinese team like he just did right there. That gives them their best chance to string together some points.
1-0.
See, the problem is it's hard to do, because even if you make a big shot, you're looking at the Great Wall of China over there. They both can defend so well, but I don't really have an answer of what they can do. Why don't you enlighten me, Adam? What should they do?
Oh, no, I think your answer was wonderful. I mean, in terms of taking chances, we've seen it with turning around to the racket, serving with short pips and spinny rubber from Kuki. I think rhythm break, and this is something Mima Ito famously does so well, is spin the ball, despite the fact that she can just rip it with her backhand off the short pip side. So variation, rhythm break, and short rallies.
2-3.
Yeah, I really think the key for Slovakia is this. Kuki can just get the ball on the table, don't take too much risks, and then let Pistej take the risks and do his thing. See if they can string together some points, and there's a nice little point one there, and they're hanging in this third game.
I feel like, in general, the risk factor, when Kuki's taken the risks, they've been subtle. Pistej's a step behind the table, we see bigger strokes. Kuki's changed it up with the control game, with the arc game, and the timing from a step closer, but that's generally the difference between the men's and the women's game, the distance from the table. Good counter on this one. Wang Chuqin handles the slow spin and puts the pressure right back on Kuki.
And he knows who he's playing to, so he didn't take big risk because he's playing to the female opponent, put it on the table, low risk, won the point.
3-5.
Soft hands, good placement. Pistej leaving a competition there. Barbora, formerly Balazova Varadi, who's been happily married for some time now, almost a year. Congratulations, Bashka.
6-4.
Team China so good at tangling up the feet of Team Slovakia. They're both right-handers, Adam, and you can see they know exactly what they're doing to tangle them up.
Yeah, tangled up for a timeout now. Conversation with Bashka at the bench. Apparently, we've got some important news coming. I don't know if you like suspense, but here's some. Over on table number 2, Wang Chunting and Du Hui Ken. Wow, 4th seeds? Well, the 4th seeds I think we were just looking at, but some of the top seeds here, the world number 4 anyway, have just been eliminated 3-0 by Kwaiman and Wonrei Bo. Wow, Team China rolling deep. Team Hong Kong China with some veterans of the game have become tourists. Good city to be tourists in. Man, brick breaking over there.
7-4.
It almost looks like a flagpole to the right of her. I want to see her jump up and slide down it. Oh, again, he leans and takes that ball. Forehand from the backhand side. Lionheart with such a strong base.
You know, what makes that so impressive is he was thinking backhand first. He was ready on the backhand side. That was his second go-to shot, and he was able to react and make that kind of shot. Amazing.
4-9.
This is where hard work and preparation really pay off. It gives you a bit of wiggle room. Oh!
10-4.
TTR. No, I'm just kidding. Good times. 6 match points. And there it is, closing the door quietly so that the kids don't wake up. 3-0. Lionheart, Wang Chuqin, captain of the men's team, and baby Buddha, Sunying Sha, shining bright. They are on through to the final 8, 7, 6, and 4. They just kept getting better. Hats off to Lubo Pistej, Tatiana Kukulkova, for an incredible comeback in game number 1 and a valiant effort. But few can put a dent in the armor for the two that just stood out on the table as they humbly walk back to talk to Wang Hao. They've done their job thus far. The quarterfinals await. The question is, who are they going to be playing? Well, we'll keep you posted on that. So after some good hand slapping from the freshly permed hair of Wang Chuqin, after 19 minutes of play, 2/3 success on serve, nearly double the points, 33-17. And the winner here will be playing the winner of Alexis Lebrun and Satsuki